Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a very chill, laid-back video. I'm going to be doing the KathleenLights Made Me Buy It tag. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the YouTube Made Me Buy It tag going around, and I was going to do that video, and then I saw KathleenLights Made Me Buy It, Jaclyn Hill Made Me Buy It, and I thought it was just such a cute idea because, of course, YouTube makes us buy a lot of things, but at the end of the day, there's specific YouTubers who make us buy specific things. So Kathleen is one of my favorite YouTubers. She is just so humble, down to earth. I love watching her because even though she is such a big YouTuber, she doesn't feel like a big YouTuber when I'm watching her. She just feels like one of my good friends talking to me about makeup, and I don't know her personally, but watching her makes me feel like I do. I just get such a good vibe when I watch her videos. She's very refreshing to watch, and she always has amazing content every week that I love. So I know you guys love her as well if you watch her. If you don't know who that is, you need to get up out of the rock that you're under. Search her up, KathleenLights, because she's amazing, and she does a lot of videos using affordable and high-end makeup products, which is another thing that I love about her. So definitely go check her out if you don't know who I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure you do. And before jumping into the video, I do have a little bit of a cold, as you can probably tell from my voice, so I'm sorry if I don't seem like into it. I promise you I am. I'm just trying to fight off this cold, and my eyes are like bloodshot red, and I still want to do my makeup, and I said, you know what, the show must go on even if I have a cold, so I'm sorry if I don't look the best, but let's do this. So I'm going to start off with the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. I remember hearing about this and I was like, wait, what? So I saw Kathleen did a video using this, comparing it with a different primer. It was like a dedicated video, and I immediately went out and bought this after that video when I saw how flawless her face looked after using this. So basically this is meant to prolong your makeup. It's not a mattifying primer or anything for pores or anything like that. It's just meant to make your makeup last all day for a long period of time, and I truly feel like it works. Basically what it is, when you first apply it, it feels just like very liquidy and smooth on the face, and then after a few seconds or like a minute or so, once it dries to like this tacky finish, and then you apply your foundation over top, and then it literally will last all day. This literally smells like cologne, like a guy. It's not super strong and overpowering, but it smells really good. Doesn't make my skin irritated. I do have a sensitive skin at times, and I never have any issues with this, so I absolutely love this. I have another primer. This is the NYX Angel Veil primer. I saw Kathleen using this in so many drugstore videos. I recently went out and bought this. Well, not recently. Maybe it was like 2 months ago or so, but anyways, I went out, tried it. When I first used it, I thought that I liked it, but then I started noticing that my makeup just wasn't sticking right. It was kind of just like sliding all over the place when I was using it. So for me personally, this is not my favorite primer. I have combo skin, so this for me was kind of just like one of those primers that made my face feel just very greasy. It kind of made my foundation slide all over the place. However, when I talked about this in my disappointing products videos, some of you guys were telling me in the comments that you have dry skin and you really enjoy this primer. Kathleen also has dry skin and she enjoys this primer, so maybe for my dry skin girls this is going to be amazing. For my oily skin girls, I would choose something different. Speaking of that, by the way, just going back to this Nivea primer, this does not dry out my skin or make me excessively oily, by the way, so I think if you have any type of skin type, you can use this, but with this primer, I would recommend it for my dry skin girls. Next up, I have the Maybelline Bronze BB 8-in-1 Beauty Balm. I remember I saw Kathleen using this. I want to say it was like in a summer like glowing makeup tutorial. I don't remember exactly when, but I have been using this for a while, and I love this, especially in the summer. Mixing it with BB creams, with foundations, it just gives my skin this really beautiful, light, natural, bronzy glow. Like, it's not like glitter or shimmer or anything like that. It's just a really beautiful glow. I just use a couple drops of this in it. When you look at it, it's basically like a bronzer type of product. Like, it's not like a custom enhancer drops or anything that's going to be like shimmery on your face. It's just like strictly for a light natural glow, and it's not super intense, so it's perfect for every single day. So I like this with the Maybelline BB cream. That's my favorite way to apply this because it just gives my skin this really pretty glow from within, which I love. This one is in the shade Light Medium Bronze, and this is typically what I use in the summertime, not so much in the winter and fall, because I love this with a tan. Next up, I have two concealers to talk about. First, I have the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I saw Kathleen. Of course it's Kathleen. Mine is in the shade Medium. I love this concealer. This was my holy grail this past summer. It's creamy. It just melts into your skin so beautifully, and it blends very easily, which I love. It's very medium coverage, but when I was using it, I thought it was full coverage until I discovered Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I saw Kathleen mention this concealer, and then in one of her favorites videos, she said that this was like replacing this, and I was like, what? Like, I was just like in shock because I love this concealer so much, but then I finally went out and I bought this one, and I'm like, okay, now I see what all the hype is about. This concealer is just absolutely amazing. It's so full coverage, and like I said, I thought the Too Faced one was full coverage, but comparing these two, I have used them side by side. The Tarte one is full coverage. The Too Faced one is medium coverage. So if you want something very creamy for every single day that isn't going to give you like an intense amount of coverage, then go for the Too Faced one. Maybe if you're younger and you want to splurge on a concealer, or if you just want something for every single day, this is really nice. I still love this one, but if you want something that's just like extremely full coverage, if you have like dark circles, veins, anything like that like myself, I would get the Tarte one. The Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is just like, has exceeded my expectations. I've tried different concealers from Tarte and I wasn't a huge fan, but this one has just like blown my mind away. So I'm currently in the shade Medium. I actually need to go down a shade because I am so pale. I would like to get something a little bit more bright underneath my eyes, but I still love it. I still make it work. I'm just obsessed. So both of these are amazing, just depending on what exactly you're looking for. Okay, now to go ahead and set that, my favorite powder is the RCMA No Color Powder. I especially love this for baking. So I remember when she talked about this on Twitter, I immediately went out and got it on the website. I got this on beautylish.com. I'm pretty sure, but I know you can get it on their website as well, the RCMA website. I'll leave it linked below, but this is just an amazing powder for baking or for setting your face. It is beautiful. You get no flashback with this when you're taking flash photography, which is really great if you're going to prom or like weddings, anything like that. And they do have different ones. I'm pretty sure that she mentioned that her friend is a makeup artist and she uses this on different skin tones, and it works for like basically all skin tones. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I think that she said. But this is such a great powder because it's not drying. I mentioned before that I wasn't a huge fan of baking because whenever I baked, my under eyes just felt really crepey and dry and old, but with this I don't have that issue whatsoever. It just looks completely flawless underneath the eyes, and I don't always use this for baking. Sometimes I like it just to set my foundation, and it doesn't look like I set my face, which is kind of weird. Like my face looks really soft and porcelain, but then it doesn't look like I have like powder on my face. Like, it's just the weirdest thing ever, but it's beautiful. I've actually had this for a long time and I've used a lot of it, but you can see I still have so much product left. The one thing that I will say I'm not a huge fan of with this powder is the packaging. It looks like a salt and pepper shaker, but the packaging is very messy. You do, I don't want to say waste a lot of product, but a lot of product comes out that you don't need. Like, you don't need a lot of this powder when you're using it, but a little bit goes a long way. And you can see even me like kind of wasting a little bit of product sometimes. I still have so much powder left. It's crazy because this is so affordable. It's like $12 and you get a crazy amount of product. I literally bought this in the beginning of the year, so it's worth it. Oh, I almost forgot. These Hard Candy Illuminate and Strobing Mix-In Drops. I saw these in one of her hauls and then I went out and got it, and I wanted to see if they were a dupe for the, what are they called? The Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. At the time, I didn't have the Cover FX one. I couldn't get my hands on them, but these are definitely not dupes for the Cover FX drops. I want to say these are like a very light version of those. The Cover FX ones are intense. These are very light, very natural. If you are not really into like that beaming highlight glow, then I would go with these. You can get Hard Candy at Walmart. These are really nice to mix in with your foundation. You can apply it underneath your highlighter just for a little bit of a pop. It's very, very natural. So again, you're not going to get like that intense JLo glow. It's going to be more just like, you know, something for every day. Or maybe if you have like a really intense mattifying foundation and you want to kind of tone it down a little bit with something like this, then I would use this maybe to sheer it out and give yourself a really natural glow. But that's what that looks like. I really like this though, again, because it is so natural and it makes your skin just look really pretty and light and glowy. Okay, next up I have a highlighter. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade 10 Be My Highlight. I'm pretty sure this is the same shade that she has, but regardless, I love this highlighter. This is the one that I'm wearing on my cheekbones today. I went ham with the blush and bronzer today. Whew. Anyways, when I first got this, I was not a huge fan of it because I was like, okay, this isn't even showing up. This is way too natural. But the more that I used it, the more that I saw how insanely gorgeous this is on the skin. It is a very natural highlight. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like an intense glow, but it's perfect for every single day because of that reason. That's what it looks like right there. It's just so beautiful. And I feel like this doesn't accentuate a lot of imperfections on your face. So if you have a ton of texture or like bumps on your face, it's not gonna like bam, like draw a lot of attention to it. It just is a really beautiful highlight. I think if you have maybe more mature skin, or if you do have like acne prone skin or something and you still want a bit of a glow, this is just beautiful. I know that some people were telling me that they went out and bought this and it wasn't showing up. Keep using it. Use it with different brushes. You can even use it with like a Fix Plus or like a NYX setting spray. Like spray your brush and then go in with it, and I promise it's going to show up the more that you use it. That's how I was at first, but I feel like you kind of have to like break it in a little bit before it actually starts to show up and be really beautiful. Because like I said, I'm wearing it today, and when I built it up, I really love this highlighter because it can be pretty intense for a natural highlight. You know what I mean? Then I have a blush. This is the Wet n Wild Apricot in the Middle blush. I love this blush. This is what I'm wearing on my cheekbones today. This was another favorite of mine in the summer. I used it so much. So beautiful. It looks good pretty much on so many different skin tones, light skin tones, medium, like tan skin tones, because it is just literally the most perfect everyday blush color. It goes with a lot of makeup looks also, which I love. And if you guys have never tried the Color Icon blushes from Wet n Wild, you're missing out, and you need to go out and get them like ASAP, because they are just probably one of the best formulas at the drugstore. This and Milani, the best hands down blush formula when it comes to the drugstore, because it's so long wearing on the cheekbones and so many beautiful colors. This doesn't look like much in the pan, honestly. Like, it looks like nothing basically, and it actually looks a little bit washed away on camera, but in person this is just literally the most beautiful peachy tone highlighter ever, and it has a little bit of a golden sheen to it, so when you have it on your cheekbones it just looks very healthy on the skin, which I love. So this is what that one looks like. Again, it doesn't look like much, but I promise once you have it on, it's gorgeous. So highly recommend it, and these are like less than $5, so it's a win-win. Okay, then I have an eyeliner. This is the NYX Slide On Glide On eyeliner. This is in the shade Golden Bronze. I believe that Kathleen used this in one of her summer makeup tutorials, maybe? I don't really remember. Like I said, I don't remember all the videos, but this one is just my go-to eyeliner. I'm wearing it on my waterline today. It probably doesn't look the best because my eyes are just like literally so red right now, but this is just the prettiest golden bronze eyeliner, and I love this with my brown eyes whenever I do any type of look, really, whether it's really intense or really light, like today, just really like natural-esque. I love this eyeliner for the waterline because it takes a spin on like a traditional black or brown eyeliner, and it just really, I feel like, complements brown eyes. The NYX Slide On Glide On eyeliners are so creamy and so pigmented, and they're really long wearing for just being from the drugstore, so I am obsessed with this color. It's my go-to. I use it in almost all my tutorials. Okay, then I have the Colourpop Quad collab that she did at the end of last year with Colourpop. Let me just say that I love Colourpop shadows, and I neglect my single shadows so much, which is such a bad habit of me. Not just Colourpop shadows, but like other single shadows that I have. I'm looking at them right now. I neglect them so much because I always go to palettes more so than single shadows, but these are beautiful. They're so beautiful. My favorite two shades that that I have from her collab is Telepathy, which is a like lime green gold shade. So beautiful. It's so intense. I have a tutorial with this that I did last year or this past year, and look at that pigment. I mean, it's like insane because these are so affordable and they're such high quality, so I love that shade. And then I also really like Weenie, which is a really beautiful kind of like rose gold color. I've used this one a lot. I don't use this on camera a lot, but I have used this a ton, as you can see, and this is just a really beautiful like rose gold intense all over the lid shade, which I love. I find that these apply best with your finger. When you apply them with a brush, I feel like the pigment isn't there like as much as it is with your finger. So I would recommend going in with your finger, blending them out with a brush, and I feel like that's how they apply best. Okay, speaking of Colourpop, I have some of their Ultra Satin lips. So I actually have two that she recommended, and then I have one that was part of her collab. This one is the 0.0, the Ultra Satin lip, and I absolutely love this color. I did a tutorial with this, and I wore this before, and I think this is just the most beautiful brown gray stone color ever. And if you guys have never tried the satin lips from Colourpop, I highly recommend them. If you didn't like the ultra matte lips, you're going to love these, because I love the ultra matte lips, but I do agree with a lot of you that mentioned before that they're so drying on the lips. But the ultra satin lips are basically like the ultra mattes, except they're not as drying, which is my favorite thing because they're not uncomfortable at all. I'm wearing two shades mixed. I'm wearing Echo Park and Magic Wand, which are two of my favorite satin lips from Colourpop, and they are so comfortable, you guys. So highly recommend trying them out because they're only $6, so you have nothing to lose, I promise. Here, this one is Magic Wand, and then this one is Echo Park. Again, I have them both mixed on my lips today, and I am obsessed. So thank you so much to Kathleen for introducing me to Colourpop in general, because I've heard about Colourpop for such a long time, but I never actually placed an order until I started watching Kathleen's videos. Then I have, last but not least, the Ofra Liquid Lipsticks. You guys, if you've been watching me since last year or for a while, you know that I love Ofra Liquid Lipstick. That's my favorite formula ever, and I'm not just saying it because I'm an affiliate with them, because I am an affiliate with them if you guys didn't know, but I've loved their liquid lipsticks and I've raved about them even before I was an affiliate, when I would purchase the things with my own money. I first discovered these and heard about Ofra through Kathleen, and I remember I placed an order, and then I placed another order after that when I saw that she collabed to create Miami Fever and Havana Nights. These came out on two separate collabs, but I am obsessed with these shades. So let me swatch Miami Fever for you. It's a really beautiful rusty orange color, which is perfect I think for all year, especially fall though. That shade is gorgeous and it looks beautiful on like every skin tone. I've seen it on like really light skin tones and really dark skin tones, and it's stunning. And then this is Havana Nights, which I think is perfect for the winter months coming up because it's like that really deep vampy shade. So the formula of these, the best way for me to describe these Ofra liquid lipsticks is that they're very thin. Like when you have them on your lips, you can barely even feel them on your lips. Like it's just so comfortable. These are unfortunately not transfer proof, but they're super long wearing, like beyond long wearing. It's crazy. Some of my other favorite colors are Bel Air, Pasadena, and Laguna Beach, which are of course nudes and pinks, and I am obsessed because they are creamy, pigmented, lightweight, and beautiful. They have a lot of shades to choose from as well, which is another reason why I love them. Anyways, that is officially everything. I know that I'm missing probably a lot of products because I buy a lot of things that she recommends, but these are the top things that stood out to me in my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Kathleen for recommending these amazing products. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye!